First division we're doing is the Tyke 6-on-6 side.
So just to give you an idea, Tyke is 7, 8, and 9-year-olds.
Okay.
Yep.
So they're the little guys, and we've got two divisions. We've got a 10-on-10 league and a 6-on-6, where football maybe isn't as popular in parts of the city. They couldn't get as many kids as the 10-on-10 areas.
Okay.
So instead of saying, well, okay, we can't have a team, let's put together a 6-on-6 league. And at that age, who really cares, right?
About learning the rules.
Yeah.
They're just there having some fun.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, it's only little kids, but they get heated on the power rankings.
Yep.
So where are we at with the power rankings, Kyle?
All right, so this week we had the West Carleton Wolverines. They stayed undefeated and took over the number 1 spot with a 57-31 win over the Myers Riders. The Bell Warriors beat South Ottawa Mustangs 43-30, and the East Ottawa Generals got back to their winning ways with a 55-36 shootout win over Bel Air, who was number 1 last week.
Holy geez. So the one thing I did notice about this division that I want to mention was the parity.
Yep.
Like there are not really uneven scores, so there's a lot of good football happening there. And, that's the future of our football fans for Red Blacks, and the future of our players that potentially could go on to play in the older divisions and one day maybe get a scholarship and go play at university level.
Yep. Yeah, and that's a great point about the parity in the league. One thing I've noticed is looking at all the scores, every week they seem to be getting higher and higher. Teams are scoring more points, but they're still pretty close games. I mean, they're not complete blowouts.
No, not at all.
And the kids must be having a great time there.
Right. So, Jenny, how many kids? What is the ages of your family and your kids?
Oh, the oldest 22, 19, and 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it seems like a long time ago that you had 6 and 7-year-olds running around the house.
Yes.
Is that a relief, or like what is it like now being a
quiet.
mom?
It's very quiet and the house is clean.
You have a 17 and a 19-year-old and the house is clean?
Well, 2 of them don't live at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
That helps.
That makes it a bit
for
easier.
Sure. Yes, definitely.
Well, I mean, my fiance and I have been talking about kids, so it's on the radar now. So I'm looking forward. I'm not saying that my kid, I'm going to force him to play football just because I'm a fan, but if he happens to show the enthusiasm for football that I do, and I park him beside me to watch some of the Red Blacks games, if he does play, I can't wait to start coaching my kids' team and
being involved.
in their lives, right?
Sure.
Steve, the producer, maybe talk about your experience coaching your kid. Is it harder having a player on the team that you coach? I mean, having your son on a team that you coach?
Yeah, I think that like a lot of other coaches, you hold your own kid up to a higher level of expectation. Not so much in the level of his play, it is what it is, but in the way he responds, the way he's coachable, the way he does what we ask on the field of play. Excuse me, it's tough sometimes as the coach and the dad and the taxi guy and the gear guy and the email guy.
The manager.
I think I'm speaking to a lot of people who know exactly what that's like.
So what would you say to the overworked and underappreciated volunteers out there? What makes it all worth it?
Keep going. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
We all have to do our utmost, but because this is an open and fair forum, it always seems to be the same core group of parents that lead the charge on a lot of the teams.
Right.
And so as coaches, when we go up and we do our preseason meetings and all, we're always looking at those same people going, you're still with me, right? And you need that support, and it's so tough.
Yeah, for sure.
As we say.
Right.
Yeah, and we can't give enough thanks to those volunteers. I mean, without them, we wouldn't be where we are today and having our kids.
Say thanks.
Sorry?
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Did I say other stuff? Thanks where all that other junk was.
Yeah, it was in there somewhere.
And you can always use more volunteers. So they're, like you said, 20% of the parents are the ones doing 80% of the lifting. If you're a parent and you're kind of on the sideline, you're driving your kids to practice anyways, get involved, Don't be shy. Go ask the head coach, is there anything I can do?
Yep.
It also kind of brings you tighter to the team and you feel more part of it. So, yeah.